Been here. And my first question, Dansby, and for all you guys can answer, what do you think of the Cubs convention, first of all? This is, growing up as a Cub fan here and coming here as a free agent, I heard about it, but I didn't know about it. And then you're like, wow, this is a lot.
I mean, it's definitely one of those things where you experience Wrigley when you're playing somewhere else, and you say it just feels different there, right? And then once you actually experience it for yourself, like we are, for me, my first one was last offseason, and then this Cubs Con, it just shows the dedication, the loyalty, the support that this fan base has for us, and I don't think there's any better fan base in the world.
Guys, right now, this is one of those times, we're about a month out before you guys report to spring training. We were just having a conversation a little bit backstage about the preparation going into a season and the hitting part, because we do it so much. How much of that have you done so far, or is it one of those things where you kind of build up to get to camp and then, you get 5 weeks?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is I started a little bit earlier than I typically do this year. I started a little bit before Christmas, and a lot of it is, twice a week, maybe 3 times a week, just to get the calluses back on your hands, kind of open the blisters back up so you can toughen them up. Realistically, just trying to get your body in a position to be healthy going into camp and to stay healthy in camp. And then as January comes and towards February before spring, you really start trying to hone in on, some different skills or some things that you want to, have
you already got the
blood blister. Yeah.
Blood blister. All right.
You really start honing in on some things that you want to kind of build upon for the season.
I got a question for you. Great answer. I got a question for you guys. Is there a moment last season for each one of you, hitting, since we're talking about hitting, that you had that at-bat, that you still look back on and go, the feel-good at-bat that you had for the year? And it doesn't always have to be a big home run, but one of those at-bats that you go, that was my AB. I had great at-bat that day. Or, what could have been a home run, right?
I guess for me, last year I was actually coming off the IL when I had hurt my foot, and coming back, it's so funny. Like, you sit there and watch the game, and the game's so easy when you watch it on TV. You're like, why aren't you swinging at that? Why are you swinging at that? And I literally just took that thought process. When I got back, I said, I'm just going to look in the spot I want to hit, and I'm going to swing at everything that's in my spot and make it as simple as it was. And it's funny how, everything else kind of lined up because of that. And so once I came off the IL, first pitch, I hadn't seen a live pitcher or nothing. First pitch back, I hit a double, and I was like, this is a great game. I love this game.
Yeah, easy game.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Guys, places you work out at, you guys?
Yeah, I'm at home in Atlanta. So
Atlanta, so you can be outside most of the year.
I'm in Phoenix, Arizona, too. Yeah.
Oh, I don't do nothing outside. You kidding me? You kidding me?
How many ground balls do you think our shortstop has taken so far this year? Good answer.
0.
Do you think he needs to take any so far? Here, I'll answer as a fellow infielder. No, he does not. I think he's all good, all of them. Yep. All right, here we go. Question.
I'm Nick Benitez, and I'm wondering, what do you guys do, to get out of a slump when you're in one?
Good question. There we go.
Great day.
Better not stick with this for a long haul, because it's not going to work out real well. But today it was okay.
We got to learn how to define success, and
right.
I think kind of what Nico, was alluding to is just what actually matters: getting hits, or is it swinging at the right pitches? You have to define your level of success, and sometimes better in a situation is, instead of getting a hit, maybe it's a sacrifice fly, or and I know that counts as an 0 for 0, but let's say you get a guy over, right? So that's a quality bat because you did what the situation dictated, and there's so many different things that go into it other than just getting a hit, because there are years too where you do get a little bit luckier than the previous year, and that can kind of fluctuate. But one thing that I was always told is batting averages go up and down, but RBIs always stack on top of each other. They never go down. So it's just all about perspective.
Great answer. I like it. Question?
Yes, my question is for all 5 of you up on the stage. Was there ever?
I'm just the broadcaster now, man. I can't hit anymore.
Was there ever a pitcher where you were like, "Oh no, I have to face him"? Like,
yes.
Usually people ask, who do you not want to face?
Okay.
And I definitely got that list.
Well, I was mainly thinking like Mariano Rivera and his cutter. Like nobody wanted to see that. Was there anybody that you were just like, I'm beyond nervous to face?
No offense, but I laugh at you guys in the booth. I'm like, Pat, this isn't going to be a comfortable at bat.
Yeah. Well, you see somebody warming up and they're throwing 100 and they're looking this way. And this way. You're like,
just hear the bullpen wall.
Yeah, right.
I mean, it is a real thing. Sometimes you just go up there and say, I'm just going to take, and I guarantee you he throws 4 balls before he throws 3 strikes. So I just go up there and I'm never going to swing, and it has worked plenty of time.
You got a high school coach or somebody when they were younger that really impacted their career?
I would say for me, just the coach I ended up playing for when I was 17 and 18 for summer ball was probably the first coach that truly believed that I could be something, and like really, like the power of belief and instilling that into me really kind of just helped my career unfold the way it was supposed to. I would never have gone to Vanderbilt without him. I probably wouldn't have really gone to any major school whatsoever, and just his impact was really awesome for me, and still do a bunch of hitting stuff with him in the offseason. So, yeah.
That's great. Hello, hi. What's your name?
Avon Mary.
Hello.
And what does it take to be
A major leaguer?
yeah, major leaguer?
Trying. Oh, go ahead, major leaguers. Let's hear it. What does it take to be a major leaguer? Great question. Because if you could figure that out, everybody, there'd be a lot of them. And there's not a lot of them.
I mean, sacrifice. Like, so much. I've sacrificed so much in my life from when I was a little kid to even now that it really does take a lot of discipline, and, you know, didn't go to a lot of events in high school, you know, wasn't necessarily the coolest kid in high school, but kind of knew what I wanted and went for it. And, you know, I've kept that mentality ever since I was a young kid, that I was going to give up certain things because this is the life that I wanted, and was very fortunate that, you know, God blessed me in certain ways with talents and abilities, and, you know, laid out my path for me. But, you know, it goes along with what Nico said, but sacrifice and discipline for me was big.
Well, the last question we were going to ask, and I think you just started it off very well, Dansby. Your thoughts, right? The question was, what does it take to be a major leaguer? Let's take it into next season. You guys' thoughts on next season? Right? We've heard sacrifice. What thoughts going into next season?
Before we get to next year, we got to re-sign Belly. So that's all I'm going to say.
Thank you to, listen up real quick. Thank you to